Okay, and we are now back to our NF Heavy, the big send crap up to the station with booster. And we are going to build something big this time. So first objective, what was it that that you had built? It was the...
It's either going to be a radio observatory or it's going to be a controller for a radio observatory. We haven't quite figured that one out yet.
So I'm going to use one of these pressurized tubes because we'll have a spot where a Kerbal can be, so it doesn't necessarily have to be the whole module. This is going to be a node, but only a two-way. We are going to make something a little bigger, which requires this big adapter. Where are the stairs? There they are. And
now we need the dish, we need the panels, the radiators.
Okay, the dish is what I love. Is it this big one? Yes, I love how that just fits on there.
I initially put a truss between the dish and the octo cupola to give me a little space to maybe put something else in if I wanted to. But I ultimately omitted the truss because it really wasn't necessary. I did include at least one camera. I had like 4 of the things, but we really only need one. And the sole specific purpose of the camera that I had intended was for it to allow them to visually sight on what they want to point the dish at.
So a couple small radiators here, because it will no doubt need them.
1 by 3, I think, or yeah, that'll work.
2 by 3. How does it open? Downward? Yeah, downward.
Yeah, these arrays are intended solely to power this module. They're not meant to give power to anything else. There is no power transfer. At least if this was a real space station, there would be no power transfer leading from these arrays to the rest of the station. This is solely for the dish.
And then we need a couple docking nodes for our node sections there. Okay, we have our dish, we have our command control station, we have our node, and we have our docking port. What else are we missing?
Let me think. Lights.
Lights, yes. Now let's put them on here by 4. Hopefully that will do what we need it to.
For a test. Turn them on for a test. Oh yeah.
Serves a purpose. And the lights from the station will illuminate the rest, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
I put together a mini satellite truck, if you will. Its sole specific purpose was to get the mini sats into orbit, deploy them, go up higher, deploy another one, go up. You get the drill. And initially, I wanted to use the Apollo CSM for the launch configuration. It, however, did not want me to use it, as in the end I could only fit 2 satellites into the side bays, and 2, for the amount of work that I ended up putting into it, just wasn't worth it, as it were. And we don't need a ginormous bay.
Yeah, but the 4 segment is too small.
What about a 4 segment with a 1 segment on top of it?
That would still be too small, and I need room for it to move anyway, so I'll just do it that way. Because I'm gonna try something a little different.
Uh-oh. It's not that I don't trust Keiwan here. I do. It's just every now and then he comes up with a particularly, shall we say, interesting idea, and I'm left wondering, right? And this is any different from the last version of this idea?
A guidance unit. And I can always stick plates on both ends. For the sake of looks, Oh, never mind. You can't put it on the bottom. Oh well. Top is all we need. Doesn't have to look pretty on the inside. But what I do need... Oh, it's emergency decoupler. Okay, I'll just use another one. Because it fits the bill. In case we need a quick jettison. It still doesn't look quite right. I have a feeling it wasn't intended to be used that way.
Well, just because it isn't... doesn't mean it isn't working. You know?
Okay, that works. Okay, it's just the nose cap that's the problem. And I wonder if I can do... Ah, yes I can. I can cover both ends. Okay, after fiddling with that a bit, I've got the double bay. And what I'm going to put on here...
Well, just be careful with that underplate because I've had a couple of less than pleasant experiences with underplates, usually ending with the complete, rapid, unscheduled disassembly of the majority of the launch stack, leaving me with just a booster and maybe one of the upper stages.
Well, we'll find out. Because if it blows up, then I'll fix it until it doesn't.
You're putting up another tug.
Yep. This tug is to grapple onto this, pull it out. The other tug will take the other side, and the two will maneuver this thing into position.
Don't forget your thrusters.
I haven't. Now, I could theoretically put another one on the underside. Let's see. Ah! Doesn't give us a great deal of room to work with, but...
The tugs don't need a great deal of room.
Nope.
Hit double your pleasure for your buck.
And we can say goodbye to our second stage.
Which has enough fuel for a deorbit, and I think it has a remote on it. I'm not sure.
I believe so, yes.
Well, we'll find out. Hit the magic button.
And we have our panels out for here.
That'd be the two keys to the right of the P button on the keyboard. That's what lets you switch from one target to another when you're in this particular view.
Yes.
And we do not have a controller because all of our options are dim.
Well, crap steak. Okay. Okay, got the node targeted.
And then we pull it out and grab it with the other tug.
Yep.
And of course, we have 3 tugs now. So we can take the older first generation tug, pull the lion's share of its fuel off, leaving it just enough to get into the truck here and be taken back down to burn in.
Okay, so we got tug 1 connected. We can switch back to here and take you off. The thing about spaceflight is everything moves slowly.
And for the very rare occasions where things are moving really fast, it's usually a very bad sign.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Wow, your power's dropping fast now.
That doesn't need to last very long. Come on in and grab it. Whoosh!
Alright, now let's pop the other 2 panels on the module proper. You know, symmetry.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so where are we sticking this thing initially? Because at some point it's going to need a clear LOS unencumbered by other structures.
Yep. And I'm heading straight for the port in question.
The good news is with the lighting systems that we have on this station on the module, we actually can conduct rendezvous and docking in the night side if we absolutely had to, and it looks like we're going to end up doing that.
I'm more worried about getting the other little tug on the truck here. And here we go. Kiss the station. And SAS off. And let's get Bill out. Hello, Mr. Bill. Time to do your job.
And
why do I have no control?
Your nav ball is not turned on.
Oh, shh. Okay, here we are. Now that truck is drifting away pretty fast. I'm gonna have to go get it.
Should be able to make it.
Well, the good news is I think I'll reach the truck on the day side. Oh, it did get pretty far, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
Well, there it is.
Contact.
Now let's close everything. And let's have some fun with burn-in.
So would this fun with burn-in perhaps include, once we're in the atmosphere and in the entry phase, lighting the engine and seeing what happens?
Well, the only thing lighting the engine does is slow us down.
No, I mean, when we know we're about to when we know we're about to hit the entry phase, turn the stack so it's nose first, and then when we're in the entry phase, light the engine.
Oh. Okay, so let's aim ourselves nose first.
Here comes the boom!
We're already getting heating.
When do you want to pop your separators?
Okay, let's cut velocity. Oh, too late. Ah. There we go.
There go the solar panels.
There they all go.
Do we have control of the engine? No, we don't.
Nope.
Oh my god, it's gonna be another case of the friggin' ring being the only thing that makes it.
Oh my gosh, let's start heating up. Up. Engine nozzle's gone.
And it looks like the tank just bounced off. Is that heating gonna keep going? Does it look like the ring is actually gonna blow up?
Come on, blow up, blow up!
Big boom! Give me big boom!
Ah, that one's gone.
Chain reaction!
Oh, the ring is still going. We got pieces. Oh, the thrusters. Wow, it's still going at an angle. It didn't even aim downward. We're still going at orbital velocity all the way down. And it survived. But it won't survive this. As soon as it stops moving, my goodness.
It's not even shedding speed.
I wish the camera would stop. It's speeding up. It bounced.
Ow!
Are you kidding me? The bounce made it shed some speed at least.
It's picking it back up.
Oh, now we're gonna be in the water. Now it'll die. Or not. It bounced off the ocean floor. Are you kidding me right now? We are going 300 meters per second underwater. There we go. Now we're going to stop.
Boing. Boing. Ow.
Okay, now it dies.
It died.
We're 800 meters under the water.
Wow.
Okay.
That's staying in the video. If only because nobody is going to believe us otherwise.
No reverting. Do not revert. For the love of God, do not revert.
Waiting for the game to load. Loading, loading, loading.
Sloading.
Loading. Yeah.
Okay, so what we're going to need is our command module, but the normal one that we're used to, we actually gave it an upgrade.
Let's slap on the Draco version.
That is command module medium D, D for dragon. No more launch escape because this thing has the SpaceX Dragon thrusters on it.
Now, which version of the thrusters? Because there are two versions packaged with the Kerbal Reusability Expansion here.
Not the one with the RCS, because with 3 instead of 4, that throws off my center of balance. So I decided to nix the solar panels and instead put a battery ring on it, because this is just to transit to the station. Why is there no docking port, you may ask? There is. Pretty much the only Saturn part we're keeping is this connector, just because I love that little bit.
The connector and the shroud.
I replaced the S4B with the standard Kerbodyne tank, which has more fuel in it. Replaced the Saturn 1B with this longer Kerbodyne tank, which also has more fuel in it. So what I'm going to do now, we have our crew transfer module.
Wasn't quite where my brain was going with it because I didn't anticipate anything more than giving some space, as it were.
But it works. Separate that. Pop our nose cone.
And there's our visual ring artifact, which we have conclusively proven means nothing.
Let's go get it.
Capture!
And extraction. Time to send Bill on another walk. And there we go. Go in this airlock here. So, I'm going to click on that airlock, transfer you back to the crew module. So as we can see, when we have a new module attached here, we still have room to dock this in without having to really thread the needle too bad. So it's basically a docking extender. There'll be one on the other side, and eventually this science module will be replaced with another node, and the science module will either be attached to one of these node ports here or one of the node ports on the next module. And then somewhere down the line, we'll expand down here and put another node down here for even more expansion down here.
Coming along.
Yep.